Welcome to the Night Shadows channel. Get ready to dive into a new horror story. Put on your headphones, turn off the lights, and let your mind wander through the darkest corners of imagination. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily stories. Now, take a deep breath and step into the story, if you dare. Descent into darkness. The tunnel enveloped Clara and Sophia in an oppressive silence, the air thick with a damp chill that seeped into their bones. As they moved deeper into the darkness, the flickering remnants of the circle of revelations faded, leaving them in a void where only the sound of their breaths echoed back at them. The walls of the tunnel were rough and jagged, illuminated sporadically by a faint, bioluminescent glow that pulsed like a heartbeat. "Clara," Sophia whispered, her voice trembling as they pressed on. "What if we can't find our way back? What if the darkness changes us?" Clara turned to her friend, forcing a reassuring smile despite her own rising anxiety. "We will find our way back, Sophia. We just need to keep moving forward. Remember what the Guardian said, trust each other." With each step, the ground beneath them seemed to shift, as if the tunnel itself were alive, twisting and turning in response to their presence. Shadows flickered at the edges of their vision, teasing them with glimpses of what lay beyond. Clara felt her pulse quicken as she sensed the weight of the shadows pressing in around them, whispering secrets that threatened to unravel her. "Do you feel that?" Clara asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "Like something is watching us?" Sophia nodded, her eyes wide with fear. "It's like we're not alone down here." The further they descended, the more intense the sensations became. The whispers morphed into voices, fragments of conversations, echoes of laughter, cries of anguish that reverberated off the walls. Clara strained to make sense of them, her heart racing with a mixture of dread and curiosity. Each word was a reminder of the memories she had buried deep within, the moments she had chosen to forget. Suddenly, the tunnel opened into a vast cavern, illuminated by an eerie, bluish light that seemed to emanate from the very stones. The air was thick with moisture, and the scent of decay lingered, wrapping around them like a shroud. Clara's heart sank as she took in the scene before her, a collection of shadowy figures, flickering in and out of existence, their forms indistinct and haunting. "Who are they?" Sophia gasped, stepping back instinctively. "What is this place?" "They look like memories," Clara murmured, her voice trembling. "Maybe our memories." As they stepped further into the cavern, the figures began to coalesce, revealing glimpses of their past, fragments of joy intermingled with pain. Clara saw her younger self laughing with her mother, the warmth of that moment contrasting sharply with the shadowy figure that lurked behind her, a specter of sorrow and regret. "Clara, watch out!" Sophia cried, her voice breaking through Clara's reverie. A shadow surged toward them, its form shifting and swirling, manifesting into the image of Clara's father, his expression a mix of anger and disappointment. "You shouldn't have come here," he bellowed, the voice reverberating through the cavern like thunder. "Dad?" Clara stammered, her heart pounding in her chest. What are you doing here?" The figure advanced, darkness spilling from its form, engulfing the cavern in a suffocating gloom. "You've always been afraid to face the truth," it shouted, the words echoing with bitterness. "You think you can escape it? You think you can change the past?" "Clara, we need to go," Sophia shouted, pulling at her arm, but Clara felt rooted to the spot, her mind racing with confusion and hurt. "No! I need to understand," Clara yelled back, standing her ground as the shadows closed in. I can't run away anymore. The specter of her father loomed closer, the darkness wrapping around her like a vice. You've failed me, he hissed, his voice dripping with venom. You've always been a disappointment. Clara's heart ached, but beneath the layers of sorrow, a fire ignited within her. You don't define me, she shouted, her voice rising above the oppressive darkness. I'm not that scared little girl anymore. With those words, the cavern shook, and the shadows recoiled momentarily, revealing the path behind them. Clara turned to Sophia, who looked back with wide eyes, a mixture of fear and admiration. You can't let them win, Clara, she urged, her voice trembling but resolute. You're right, Clara replied, taking